Hey there, Stocks Crypto here, and I hope everybody's having a fantastic Sunday. So, who is panicking out there? Well, for me, I'm not panicking at all. I'm just holding tight. That's all I'm doing. All I'm saying, I thought I'd do this video on a Sunday because all I've seen is a lot of negative sentiment out there on X. I've seen a lot of retail panicking and then selling up, but all I ever see is whales accumulating. All I see is institutions, whales accumulating, and people who have got a lot of money also accumulate. But retail just panicking, selling. It's over. We're going into a bear market. To me, this feels like we're not in a bear market. When you see Bitcoin sitting at currently making this video at $58,200, that doesn't feel like a bear market to me. I get it with the altcoins. The altcoins have absolutely got decimated. From earlier this year, we were seeing these pumps. Gaming was pumping, we got AI was pumping, and now what we've got is we've got a big pullback. But for me, if it's an opportunity to buy the dip, I'm not buying no more dips. I'll be honest with you. I'm really not buying no more dips because I've already done that. And all I'm doing is sitting on my hands and just biding my time and waiting. Yes, we're getting ups and we're getting pullbacks. I'm just not afraid. I'm not worried because I'll be honest with you, I'm more afraid of actually selling now, taking a bit of profit, selling now. This is my personal opinion. Nothing I say on here is financial advice. You do your own thing. This is what I'm doing. I'm just sitting on my hands and I've been going on holidays. That's why I haven't been doing much videos at all. It's because I've been going out on holidays. There's been nothing really major to talk about in crypto. And I think if I made videos every day, it's just going to be just waffling on about nothing really. And what I'm saying now is that we're coming into a point now. September, as we can see here on the Bitcoin monthly returns, has always been not so great. It's been more reds. I think we normally got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 reds and 3 green. So historically, it's not been a great September. But we've got to bear in mind, a lot of investors, a lot of these big whales, institutional investors, are out on holidays. They're on the yachts. They're in the Hamptons, go strip clubs or whatever. They're out and about doing their thing. They're not buying. They're not really selling or anything like that. And they're coming back. They're coming back in September. They will be back. And that is when I think October we're going to get the moves. I've got that gut feeling that in October, in November, December, all over autumn, winter, that's when the moves are going to be made. And that's what historically seems to happen. We can see here, October, more greens. November, more greens. December's always been a bit of a mixed bag. January, it's sort of like a mixed bag. February, more greens. March, more greens. But we could carry on and carrying on. But history doesn't have to repeat itself. Obviously, we could have a really good September because don't forget, we've got rate cuts coming in. Is he going to be 50? We've got the FOMC meeting. I think it's sort of like mid-September. Is he going to announce rate cuts? What is it going to be? Is it going to be 25 or is it going to be 50 basis points? I don't really want 50 basis points. It's going to send maybe a little bit fear of recession to develop. But if we get 25 basis points, I'm going to be happy with that. And then we'll see how we go on from that point of view. But obviously, a lot of retail, I've just been sad. Sentiment is down really bad. But you've got to zoom out. When you look at the 5, an hour, 4 hours, or 1 day even, it looks bad. But you look on this, it's looking pretty good to me. And we can see here on the bubbles, this is on the monthly, it's just all red. Pepe down 24%. We've got Lido down 29%. We've got Trix, well, it's up 22%. But obviously we know why that's up. It's because of obviously all the memes that have come out on Tron's network. Tron's memes have just been absolutely killing it. But we've got WoW down 23%. Ton is down 19%. And we know why that is. Because the founder has been, got arrested. But, Beam, gaming has been hit so hard. Memes have been hit so hard. But memes are one of those ones. I own Pepe, Ponky, I own Mary, and a few others, Core, and such like. But for them, they have big pullbacks, but they can have really big pumps. And I think when retail come back, my personal opinion is, I think they're going to come back into memes. I really do. Because that's where the bigger gains are going to be made. That's where people who haven't got much money want to put it in. They think, well, I'll stick it in Pepe. I'll stick it in Bonk. I'll stick it in with Brett, Ponky, Because if they go stick in $1,000, they're going to make probably more money if it goes rocketing up than they would if they go and put it in Bitcoin or Ethereum or even Solana to a point. Now, if you bought Solana, I'm not saying that in the bear market, when it's at bear market lows, yeah, that's all fair. But where we are right now, I think a lot of people come back to me. But also, what I do think we'll come back to is like CRO, Crypto.com's coin. And why do I say that? It's because look at what Crypto.com are doing. They're going to the retail. They're spreading out their wings to the retail. You know, the UEFA Champions League, you've got UFCs, you've got everything else what they're doing. I could go on. And they offer the metal debit card as well and things like that. They go aiming at the retail. So hopefully CRO will make some big moves. But overall, on the monthly, it's not looking too great. But if you've got a bit of spare money, is it buying the dip opportunity? You know. But then we look on the weekly, it's red again. Daily, red again. And then on the hourly, it's a bit of a measly up 0.3%, 0.1%, 0.8%. You know, the sentiment is not there at the moment. And all we have to do is look at Google Trends. You look at Google Trends back in 2021, right here, 100. Look at that, beautiful going up. And look where we are now, just absolutely flat. Nothing there at all. Will retail come back? I'm pretty sure they will come back. Retail will FOMO in. Once we start to make moves, retail will come back. We did have a significant time earlier this year, as I said, back in March. It wasn't such a big movement up, but we got a move there. Retail did come back, and then retail fell off and went away again. And you know, and I think when we get these rate cuts coming in, and everything starts back in September and October time, whenever all these big whales are back, I think movements are going to start to come around again, and retail will start to FOMO in. And we could see this and here back in 2020. We had that COVID dip in March, and then suddenly we started to get that rise up, and then we got that parabolic move to the upside, and retail will just FOMO, getting in there and FOMO in. And that's what I think will happen again. We'll start to make moves up, and then retail will start FOMOing up again. And I think it will repeat itself. It's just got to be patient. You just got to take time. I've been patient since the bear market, when we've been in, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And we all got our hopes up back in early March, didn't we? That it was all going to go, well, that's it, we're going to go to Valhalla. Then it suddenly dissipated down, and it's just been horrible sideways action. And also, we've got the ETF flows going out now. We had a good stint, and then over these past few days, we've just got outflows coming in. But that's not to worry about. I'm pretty sure that's going to all come back. And BlackRock really haven't been selling anything at all in that. Again, that's retail getting panicked out, selling up again. And then we can look at the heat map. I could go to the heat map if I go to the 6 months, and we could see there that there's, you know, there's such a lot of sell orders up here. Look at that. We've got nearly 10 billion shorts to get liquidated here. $10 billion. It's 70,000, and that's at 72,418. So we've got to look at that. Bitcoin will at some point grab that liquidity and go up. That's what I'm expecting. And I've said to you, come August, not August, when it comes to like November, October, November, December, I think that's when we're making our moves to the upside. And also, we've got to bear in mind, look at the Bitcoin chart. You look at the 5 minutes, you look at the hourly, you know, you're going to look and panic. But when you zoom out, and I've said this before in other videos, we've got a massive, and we're starting to get that cup and handle now. We've got the cup, and the handle is being formed. Yeah, we could come back down to 49,000, then go back up to 58, and then obviously break out from that point. We could have a bit of a flush out again, but you just got to sit on your hands. For me, I'm sitting on my hands, not panicking. If we did go back to 49, I know it's dropped down even further. It's not, obviously, I'm not going to like that, but I'm prepared for it. It is what it is. I'm just sitting on my hands and waiting, because I would be more angry myself if I sell now and then suddenly we go to Valhalla. Suddenly the bull market really kicks off again, and I've sold everything and I've missed the boat. I'm out and I've got to buy higher up or something like that. I'm not doing that. I bought in the bear market lows. I'm sitting on my hands and I'm just taking my time. But look at that. See out there, massive cupping handle there as well. And I really do think at some point, time is ticking. Get rid of September, get into autumn, and I think we're going to start to make some real moves up. Because on the rainbow chart as well, we're at that basic fire sale again. We did move up back in 2020. We moved up to accumulation. Now we fall back down to the basic fire sale. it is what it is at the end of the day. If you've got a bit of spare money, is it a chance here to accumulate? Or basically put a little bit in, and if you do drop a little bit more, and buy a little bit more as well, have a little bit of dry powder on the side. Like I said, for me, I'm not doing that because obviously I bought the dips, and I'm just sitting back now, just sitting back, going out, do my consultancy work, and and just chilling and just biding my time and waiting. And this is one of the reasons why I've just been holding on to my CRO, buying a dip with my debit card, and all the other ways of becoming a CRO. But it's like Eric here, who works for Crypto.com, and this has probably been covered by a lot of other influencers. But we've got deepened collaboration with PayPal today, and like I said, we've got the UEFA, the F1s, the UFC fighting. We've got the Crypto.com arena as well. We've got lots of things going on, and there's lots and lots of partnerships happening in the Kronos ecosystem as well as the Crypto.com. I covered a lot of these, so I'm not really going to go back into all that again. You only have to go onto X and type in Crypto.com, and it will show you all the partnerships they are building. The only thing I'm waiting for now is basically for the app to go live in South Korea and Hong Kong, the exchange to go live there, and we get confirmation for that. I'm just holding on tight for that. Will Crypto.com ever get onto the stock markets? Will they ever get an IPO? That'll be an interesting one to see if that ever happens and that. But it was just food for thought, that one. But yeah, it's like I say, just go down the timeline. PayPal. And Chris says here, 2024 is starting to look a bit like 1984 every single day. So, that could be meaning a lot of things in the stock markets, like what happened. But like I said here, we've got like ADCC official, it's all here. Crypto.com, they're really, really getting into that sport, like where the Champions League. You just go on the timeline and they're all there. And the Kronos ZK is also live as well. But obviously, we've got the wave. How many 3 billion fans are going to be seeing Crypto.com all around the arenas? That's going to be absolutely amazing. And don't forget, we've got the F1s as well. But looking at the charts for Crypto.com at the moment, it's not really changed at all. Actually, Crypto.com hasn't really been moving big to the upside or down to the downside. It's been a massive falling wedge, falling volume. And I keep saying this. This is on the weekly, not on the 5 minutes or the hourly. This is on the weekly. And I think falling wedge, falling volume, bullish move is incoming, and it will do. It's got to be patient. It could come to the end of this month. It could come in October. At some point over these few months, we're going to get some big moves. Once Bitcoin's made its big move, and the dominance we've got to look for as well, is obviously look at that dominance. Massive rising wedge and increasing volume. At some point, we're getting to that apex where we get a drop down to the downside. If we get that downside, then obviously this is going to actually start kicking off Total 3, which is obviously the altcoins. And that's what we're waiting for Crypto.com, because at the moment we can see here, we've got expansion, distribution, sideways action, and then expansion again. And we're just in that area of expansion, waiting to make a move to the upside. Because like I said, I'm waiting for that Bitcoin dominance to come down. And when that comes down and that liquidity starts coming into the alts again, could we get up to that 60? I'm pretty sure we could do, and then make our way down and get up to here, 58, 59, 60. We could get to there and then drop down. But at the moment, it's getting very, very close. Time is coming for that big drop down. And it's like been 600 days or something like that, I think, for this rising wedge. But it's going to aim for a big breakdown. And that is when the alts are going to pop. And that is why I'm not selling anything now. And like I said, going back to CRO again, CRO's massive falling wedge down here, got falling volume. Once that dominance starts coming down, tokens like, or currency like CRO are going to just go make their moves to the upside. And that's the same with like things like Pepe. Pepe has just been absolutely phenomenal. It's just been, even when these big pullbacks, Pepe has just been holding the line. Yeah, it's been coming down, but it's actually holding the line at the moment. But with Pepe, we're just sitting on that 20 EMA at the moment. We're sitting on that at the moment. But like we said, going back to CRO again, we're sort of basically below it. We need to get back up above that 20 EMA. And Pepe is just sitting right underneath it. And it's not, when it comes to meme coins, they can have big drops, but then they can have big gains as well. And that's why I'm holding my Pepe. That's why I'm holding my Ponky, my Mary, Core. I don't hold any Dodge Shiba. I have them on there because I think they're the OGs of it, and I like to monitor them. But yeah, but the rest of it, yeah, I'm just holding on. And don't forget, ADA, is that going to make some big move? And I can remember, don't forget, ADA, when it was 07 cents, that's when I first bought in. 7 cents. And it went all the way up to $3. But people were just fudding all the time. ADA, Cardano, fudding it all the time. And it went to $3. And that's the same with CRO. You've got to bear that in mind. With CRO, people just fud it. And I said it in one videos, bear market, exchange was going to collapse. Has the exchange of crypto.com collapsed? Gone under? No, it's actually got bigger and stronger, and more CROFAM are getting there. And that's why I think CRO is going to get to that $2. I really do. And it could go beyond that, because look what happened to ADA. ADA went from zero. When I bought it, it was 07 cents, and we went all the way up to $3. And people said, that's never going to happen. It's too slow. It doesn't do nothing. There's nothing on there. It's never going to do that. And that's the same with CRO. And that's why I DCA'd into CRO a lot. And I own a lot of CRO. Close, I'll say now, close to 1 million. I own nearly up 1 million CRO. And I keep accumulating through my debit card and everything else. But CRO is going to go to $2. I'm pretty gut feeling. Nothing is ever guaranteed, so bear that in mind. When I say $2, that's what I personally think. Other people, I'll say $3 or $5. Some people say it will never get above $1. You know, but that's just my opinion, what I think it's going to go to. That is my target. I had that target for Cardano. I had the target of $2 on that one, and we went up to $3. So that's my target, is $2. If we go beyond that, absolutely fantastic. And I will say, once we go over $1, I will take a little bit out. I'll take another little bit out. Take a little bit, because nobody ever actually knows where it's fully going. I'm just going to nip away at the profit and put it in my account, and that's what I'm going to do. So, like I said, everybody's panicking. Sentiment is absolutely horrid on X. For me, the best thing to do, the only bit of advice I'll do is get out there, walk away, monitor it just now and again to see. Because I never say never walk away and never look at it. Just walk away, check it now and again, just to keep a monitor of it, and just go and enjoy yourself. And come back whenever, obviously, when all these big whales come back and all the investors come back, and when we start getting that liquidity coming back in. But I thought I'd do this video, cover it, because obviously I see a lot of fear in the market. But right now, I'm just sitting tight. So give us a like and give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.